Hey, Danny?
What's going on?
So, what's our friend on stage been jabbering about?
What hasn't he? This guy makes Jake seem like a silent monk by comparison. Anyway, it's mostly been about Clark, his etheric research in New Britannia, how he built his lab out here after the Expo disaster. Excuse me, miracle, that sort of thing. He says Clark transcended. I'm not sure what that means.
I get the impression it means he's dead.
Oh, that's too bad.
What's your impression of Chrysalis?
Well, it's peculiar. Everybody's got a job to do, a way to help. Nobody's left out, and that's nice. But all this stuff about etheric beings? It sounds,
Crazy?
You said it, not me. Anyhow, I wouldn't mind hanging around a while.
I was wondering if you might help me out with something.
What?
There's a toolbox inside Clark's lab that's out of reach, and I've had no luck getting it down. Think you might put your pistols to the task?
I could do that. Yeah. You want to go right now?
Yes, let's head over now.
Sure thing. Just lead the way.
Ah, Phil. There you are.
Had enough of those luminous lunatics too, did you?
Not entirely. Danny's come to help get that box down. That's it, up there.
Right. You might want to stand over on this side, Phil.
Nice shot.
Thanks, Harley. Happy to help. So, what's inside that box that's so important anyway?
Guess we all get to find out together.
Well, anything good inside?
Not really. Just a wrench and this odd dial thing.
I hope it was worth the trouble then.
That was good practice, at least. I'm heading back to Chrysalis. See you both later.
One of 4 dials. It's anyone's guess what they do. Phil, you might wanna... Move. Are you all right?
I think so. The cage seems to have absorbed all that energy. Just warn me before you try that again.
So, this console operates equipment by setting the dials in a 4-digit sequence. That means we need to figure out the right code to get the door open.
I will stay in here.
Whatever turning on that generator did, I hope it's not permanent. All right then. I hope I'm not interrupting anything.
Ah, Harley. Miss Larkin here was just telling me about this fascinating place.
Hello and welcome. It's so nice to have visitors.
What is it you do around here?
Plenty. I help in the fields and in the kitchen, but my particular gift is keeping Chrysalis beautiful and its people inspired. All the murals and paintings you see around the commune are my work.
And a fine job you've done.
Why, thank you.
I agree. You've really managed to liven up this desert with some color.
Yes, that was my intent. I'm glad it comes across.
How did you end up here in Chrysalis?
Ethericity always fascinated me. I joined up with the Luminarians when they were passing through Rampton on their way west. We founded Chrysalis here, close to the Evocator's laboratory, and where the veil is parted.
The Veil?
The boundary between our world and the ether, the realm of the cosmos, home of the luminous ones. The barrier is very thin here. Can't you feel it?
There's definitely something in the air. I've noticed you all sure are fond of butterflies.
What better creature to symbolize transcendence? Like butterflies, we too will undergo a metamorphosis, pass through the veil into the ether, and join the luminous ones. Not only that, their wings have 8 sections, and they flap in a figure 8 pattern.
Does that mean something?
Evocator Bennett's sacred number, of course.
Sacred number? What does that mean?
The number 8 is very important. It appears constantly in the Evocator's writings, and Bennett himself was born on the 8th of August, 1788.
That's quite a coincidence.
Coincidence is mere illusion.
What's the meaning behind those shadow paintings?
We commemorate those who have transcended, and those who will.
Hence the butterflies?
Very astute. Yes, the butterfly represents the immortal soul, the essence of a person in their fullest flourishing. The butterfly is pure potential, contained within those who have not yet transcended. Once someone has passed into the ether, it is released and flies free.
Why, that's mighty poetical.
I can see that you have quite a bold, brilliant butterfly stirring within you.
You don't say. You see that, do you?
If you permit me, it would be my honor to paint it. Only if you're willing, of course. Everyone's journey to transcendent readiness is unique.
Perhaps you could tell me more about it once Harley's done talking.
With pleasure.
Did you ever meet Dr. Clark?
I did. Once. Such a brilliant mind. We didn't speak long, but I felt as though we'd conversed for hours.
Do you have an idea of where Dr. Clark might be currently?
Of course. He's with the luminous ones.
Pardon?
The beings on the other side of the veil. The ones who dwell in the ether.
You're saying Clark is dead?
Not dead. Transcended. Eternal. You still have much to learn. It's good you're with us now. Everything will become clear soon. Trust me.
What exactly was Dr. Clark's etheric research about?
Truth.
Lovely sentiment, but could you be a bit more specific?
He sought to connect us with the world above, to unite us with the luminous ones. He succeeded in not only opening the door, but stepping through and crossing the veil. He showed that the way is possible. Now we all must learn to follow.
All right. Thanks for the chat.
Be well.
Don't wander too far now.
He does go on, doesn't he? Something about that makes my skin crawl. Nadine, could we have a word?
Of course.
You enjoying yourself here?
These are good people. I'm glad we met them.
You don't find them a bit odd.
I'll admit, I don't quite comprehend their philosophical ideas, but they've welcomed us with open arms. The least we can do is offer open minds.
Any ideas as to how to get that fellow over there away from his post?
Be confident?
Afraid this situation's a bit more complicated than that. Still good advice, though. I'll leave you to your conversation. It won't turn any further that... Hot damn.
Nicely done.
Well, nothing horrible came out, shall we?
After you? Santo cielo!
What in the ether happened in here?
I do not know, but I am not going in any further.
These mannequins are disturbingly lifelike. This one's posed like it's reaching for something.
Clark's research involved playing with life-size dolls? Que locura!
Ripe and juicy tomatoes. How can they grow without any soil?
Easy. Devilry.
This one's just staring at his buddy. This pumpkin is thriving, despite being sealed in here with no water or sunlight.
There is something very unnatural about all this.
These squashes look healthy. This one seems to be the happiest of the bunch.
How can you tell?
It's the only one smiling. Some huge green bean pods. This one's missing its head. I wonder how that happened.
I can die happy never finding out.
Completely overgrown.
Probably for the best.
Ripe and juicy tomatoes. That mannequin's head fell over here and has been wrapped up by a tomato vine. This might be of interest to our friends in Chrysalis.
I will stay in here.
Have a look at this.
What? Where did this come from?
Clark's lab, his test room to be precise.
You were able to get inside?
Sure was. It was full of plants and all kinds of weird equipment. The ethericity seems to have boosted the growth of the seeds somehow. It's like a jungle in there.
I cannot condone your reckless disregard for the sanctity of the laboratory, but I also cannot deny the importance of this discovery. I must alert Emissary Paul immediately.
I'd better be quick. No telling when that chump might come back. The things some people will keep for posterity, I'll never understand. Let's see. Books on science, engineering, astronomy. I'm sure this is all fascinating, but it's not going to help me any. Bottles of different colors. Nothing helpful. More scrawled nonsense. Why would they keep this? Nothing but empty vials and flasks. Lots of extra glassware. Nothing I need. Lots more books. Mostly about technical subjects. And what's this? Looks like a diary.
I should have known. Get out of here this instant, degenerate! Don't you dare try any more trickery, or Emissary Paul will hear of it.
At least I found what I was looking for. I should probably get out of Beardy's sight first. The final entry is bookmarked with a letter. Definitely worth a read. But first...
February 9th, 1850.
That's only 9 months ago.
Clark, I have a business proposal. Relinquish that dusty laboratory in the middle of nowhere. Come to El Presidio. You may stay in my suite at the Jolly Good Club. My Orem Star membership and military rank afford me certain privileges. You will be furnished with the comforts owing to a man of your intellect and accomplishments.
It's signed L.
P.S. You needn't have any concern for your valuables, as there is ample secure storage in the room. One of the aforementioned perks.
Interesting. Jake will want to see this. What in the ether is going on here?
Miss Larkin was kind enough to offer to paint my shadow.
In the altogether?
Well, didn't want to get my clothes dirty.
Besides, I paint the soul. The subject must bare himself and discard all excess.
Hey, Jake. I've got something to show you.
So, show me.
I'd prefer to speak in private.
Can't it wait? I'm a mite indisposed at the moment.
It's to do with what we've been looking for.
Ah, well, in that case, excuse me a moment, won't you, darling? All right, what do you got?
I found Clark's journal. Have a look at this letter that was inside.
An invitation to the Jolly Good Club in El Presidio?
Yep. Check the date.
9 months ago. Ah, nice sleuthing, Harley. Let's round up the others and say our goodbyes. We need to plan our next steps.
Leaving us so soon? But you've only just arrived.
We appreciate the hospitality, but it's time we moved on.
If your journey must continue, then so be it. But we cannot thank you enough for your discovery of Evocata Bennett's etheric cultivator, Miss Legere. Once we relocate and configure the equipment, our crops will surely flourish.
That's great to hear. I hope you'll all be well fed this winter.
Know that you will always find welcome in Chrysalis. Farewell, my friend.
Odd bunch of folks, but quite charming in their way.
I, for one, am glad to be leaving.
Here, here.
Have we finished our business here then?
Harley turned up Clark's diary.
More importantly, I found a letter inside inviting him to the Jolly Good Club in El Presidio. It was dated 9 months ago.
That's right about the time he disappeared, isn't it?
It is indeed. I'd say it's obvious that the good doctor accepted the invitation.
And took his money with him?
Well, it ain't here or in his lab. And what's that postscript in the letter say, Harley?
You needn't have any concern for your valuables, as there is ample secure storage in the room.
Don't get much clearer than that.
Suppose we should start packing if El Presidio is our next destination.
Now, let's not get ahead of ourselves. First and foremost, we need some transportation.
You haven't got any? Don't you tour around?
Sure, but our show wagon ain't gonna fit all of us.
Plus, we'll need it to store all the show's props and equipment while we're gone. There's that lady in town with the wagon, though. Heard her talking at the saloon once. Said she hires it out to travelers.
Sounds promising. Who is she?
Her name's Lola Johnson. I think she stays in the old blacksmith shop.
Lola Johnson, huh?
You know her?
Not personally, but I've heard of her.
We should head back to Rosewater, no?
Yeah, let's get a move on. Right. Harley, I'm putting you in charge of hiring us some transportation. Dan and I are going back to the theater to settle some business. Come get us once you've arranged a ride.
And just how am I meant to arrange it? Financially speaking?
Well, now that may get a mite tricky. Our contract was to pay out at the end of the show's run, but seeing as we'll be breaking that contract, I'm sad to say we'll be forfeiting those proceeds. Anybody else got funds to contribute to the kitty?
Not unless this Johnson woman accepts pesos. And I've few enough of those at that.
I'm afraid I haven't got anything either.
Harley, my dear, I'm afraid we must then prevail upon you to furnish the petty cash needed to get our expedition aloft. Seeing as you're the only other one of our posse who's currently in the position of being gainfully employed. And it goes without saying, but you'll be fully reimbursed once we find what we're looking for, on top of your share, with interest.
I certainly hope so.
Wonderful. Well then, We'll be seeing you later.
What about you two?
I think I'll pay Dr. Sedgwick a visit. It's been ages.
And I owe him proper thanks for his care.
See you in a bit, Harley.
Good to see you again.
All right, let's get this thing knocked out. But first... Okay, time to bring home the bacon. The big question, how to open? When this writer was assigned to pen a profile of a Wild West legend, she never expected to become embroiled in the action firsthand. But no sooner had my private audience with Gentleman Jake concluded than a saloon brawl erupted in the barroom of the Jack of Diamonds, and Mr. Ackerman's legendary pugilistic prowess was put on full display. Now, the middle section needs to recapture the reader's interest. Let's see. Not content to sit on his laurels, Jake has undertaken an audacious investigation into some of our very own local mysteries. I was fortunate enough to accompany him on a foray to Dr. Bennett Clark's erstwhile laboratory of the forbidden etheric sciences, situated just outside the town of Rosewater. What we found inside boggled the imagination. And now for an ending. All in all, Mr. Ackerman has shown the true qualities of a great leader and hero. May his adventures persist and his tales continue to inspire and delight. All right, that should do it. Now, what should I title it? The Continuing Adventures of Gentleman Jake. And done.
Good to see you again, Harley. Hope you're spinning me some aurum.
Well, I've spent the past couple days following Jake around, gathering plenty of straw.
Glad to hear it. I like writers who go above and beyond.
Here you are, Joni. One profile of Gentleman Jake, ready to print.
Let's have a look. You know, writing the headline is normally the editor's job. Now let's see. Not even in town for a day and Spitfire Harley makes her comeback. This is good. You've kept it brisk all the way through. Not bad, Harley. Not bad at all. A few snips here and there and this will be fit to print. Here's your fee, as agreed. Now I know what I'm working with, I'll have a think about your next assignment.
About that. I'm leaving for El Presidio with Gentleman Jake. We're after Bennett Clark's missing fortune. Whatever we find, I've got a feeling it'll make a hell of a story.
You're right about that. Tales from the wild frontier are in vogue these days, and folk will be gumming to find out what happened to Clark. All right then, Clark's missing fortune it is.
I've got something else.
Oh? Do tell.
While I was going around with Jake, we spent some time with the Otham. I learned that they've come under constant attack from the soldiers at Fort Beaumont.
What? Why?
That's the thing. There's no reason. They pose no threat, yet the soldiers harass them anyway. In one recent raid, all their crops were torched.
That's atrocious. People need to know about this.
I'm glad you think so, because their leader wants their story told. She's willing to be interviewed. She gave me this statement, too.
Powerful stuff. I'll pay a visit as soon as I can and see for myself. Plenty of townsfolk could stand to learn about our neighbours in the valley. This could open their eyes.
I hope so. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to see about hiring a wagon.
Godspeed, Harley.
See you later, Joni.
Take care of yourself out there.